Only a few drivers have the skill and the guts to handle an F1 car. And when they're not driving their F1 car at speeds close to 300 kilometers an hour, it's no surprise that they have their own supercars at home. Have you ever wondered what type of cars do F1 drivers have in their collections? In this video, we'll feature some of the supercars that F1 drivers both past and present have in their garages. Sebastian Vettel's Ferrari F40. First on our list is Sebastian Vettel's Ferrari F40. Sebastian Vettel's Ferrari F40 has an interesting story. For one, he had it even before he joined Ferrari's F1 team. And also, it's quite rare to find yourself an F40 because only 1,300 units were made by Ferrari. And to add value to his Ferrari, the four-time world champion's Ferrari F40 was previously owned by Luciano Pavarotti, the opera singer who was nicknamed the King of High Seas. The F50 was developed in the late 1980s to go head-to-head against the Porsche 959. Under the hood, it has a 2.9-liter V8 engine that can produce 478 horsepower. Today, the F40 is such a gem that it is sold for around $1.5 million, but don't be surprised if it goes higher than that. Another F1 champion who bought an F40 was Nigel Mansell. Mansell bought the Ferrari F40 for around $1.7 million. Fernando Alonso's Ferrari 599 GTB. Fernando Alonso is another top F1 driver on our list. His entry in the mid-2000s marked the end of the Schumacher era after he won consecutive titles. But aside from his brilliance on the track, Alonso owns a massive car collection of more than 300 cars in total. This includes Ferraris, McLarens, Lamborghinis, and many others. There's the Fernando Alonso Sports Complex that has a museum of most of the vehicles that he competed in. It's a 1,500 automobile exhibit with 300 cars personally belonging to the Spanish F1 driver. One of the cars that stood out is the Fernando Alonso edition Ferrari 599 GTB, worth $300,000 to $350,000. The Ferrari 599 GTB was made in commemoration of the 60th year Ferrari won its first F1 race on July 15, 1951. 60 years later, Fernando Alonso won an F1 race on July 10, 2011. There were only 20 units of the Ferrari 599 GTB made. This car comes with an Alcantara interior, Scuderia Ferrari shields, and a signature of both Frolian Gonzalez, who was the driver who won Ferrari's first F1 race, and Fernando Alonso on the dashboard. Lando Norris's McLaren 570S. Lando Norris has been with the McLaren team since before he was 18 years old, so it isn't surprising why he has a McLaren 570S. The McLaren 570S was given to Lando Norris as part of his F1 contract, and not just that, he was given the choice to pick from several McLaren cars. Norris decided to pick the 570S in orange to match his current team's color. The McLaren 570S comes with a twin-turbo 3.8-liter V8 engine that produces around 570 horsepower. Charles Leclerc's Bugatti Chiron. Next up is Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc made his debut in 2018 for Sauber. In 2019, Leclerc started driving for Ferrari. Leclerc is the second youngest driver to qualify for pole position in F1 and is currently one of the standout contenders for the World Championship in the coming seasons. Leclerc is also known for his love of cars. He has a $7 million garage, and the most expensive in his collection is the Bugatti Chiron, which goes for around $3 million. This 16-cylinder car comes with a 7,933cc engine, making it the fastest and most powerful super sports car that ever came out of Bugatti. The Chiron is the successor to the Bugatti Veyron and was first shown in 2016 at the Geneva Motor Show. The Bugatti Chiron's design was based on the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo concept car. Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari LeFerrari and McLaren P1. The 7-time world champion currently drives for Mercedes, but this doesn't stop Lewis Hamilton from appreciating different cars. Though he already has lots of supercars at his garage, there are two supercars that stand out. These are the McLaren P1 and the Ferrari LeFerrari. Let's start with Hamilton's LeFerrari, better known for its project name, F-150. This mid-range hybrid sports car comes with two beating hearts using F1's hybrid solution. One is a V12 engine, and the other is an electric motor, giving the car the ability to hit 0 to 200 kilometers per hour in just 6.9 seconds. As for its top speed, the LeFerrari can hit a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour. Ferrari claims that this is the fastest ever road car. The McLaren P1 is another F1-inspired supercar in Hamilton's garage. Performance-wise, it's not too far off from the LeFerrari, running a maximum speed of up to 300 kilometers per hour. It can also reach 200 kilometers per hour in 6.8 seconds. It made use of a V8 twin-turbo single electric motor hybrid engine. What makes the McLaren P1 a rare gem among car enthusiasts is its rarity, since all 375 units have been sold out. Max Verstappen's Aston Martin Supercars and Ferrari Monza SP2. The current world champion, Max Verstappen, is known for switching supercars when he no longer feels like driving it. For instance, with Red Bull's deal with Aston Martin, Verstappen had access to some of their supercars, including the Aston Martin DB11 and the Aston Martin Vantage. However, what stood out is Verstappen's desire to drive a Ferrari, despite driving for Team Red Bull for quite some time. Verstappen bought the Ferrari Monza SP2 in 2020 for a huge £1.6 million. The Monza SP2 comes with a 6.5-liter V12 engine and could easily reach 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.9 seconds. Thus, it hits a top speed of 290 kilometers per hour. It also comes with a carbon fiber body, with the SP2 20 kilograms heavier than the earlier SP1 version. Sergio Perez's McLaren 720S. This list won't be complete without featuring Max Verstappen's partner in Red Bull. Sergio Perez was the first Mexican to qualify for a pole position. Checo first joined McLaren in 2013, and after transferring from one team to the next, he found his way to Red Bull in 2021. Perez is also known for having supercars in his garage. He has a $1 million McLaren 720S in his collection of supercars. The McLaren 720S starts at around $300,000. It has a lightweight body thanks to its carbon fiber body. Under the hood, the 720S is powered by a 710 horsepower twin-turbo V8 engine. It can reach 100 kilometers per hour in around 3 seconds and hit a top speed of 341 kilometers per hour. Michael Schumacher's Ferrari FXX. Driving and winning for Ferrari for several years when he was still alive in Formula One, Michael Schumacher is arguably the greatest of all time. It's not surprising that he had his share of Ferrari cars in his garage. However, what makes Schumacher's collection unique is his black Ferrari FXX. This is a track-only developmental prototype Ferrari in his garage that was given to Schumacher when he decided to retire from F1. He received the 30th and final Ferrari FXX as a token of appreciation from the company for his achievement with the team. The Ferrari FXX was derived from the street-legal supercar Enzo Ferrari. Ferrari made use of what they had with the Enzo Ferrari and used it with other technologies. One interesting fact about the owners of the Ferrari FXX, apart from the £2 million price tag, is they can't use the car on the road. Instead, this car can only be used on Ferrari-approved tracks. After driving the car, the owners of the FXX get feedback about the car's performance. It isn't surprising why F1 drivers gravitate towards supercars. Aside from the millions they make, it seems that they can't live without the fast life, even during their days off. Thank you for watching. See you next time.